Welcome back to the 2-Minute Warning. Today I'm taking a look at the ESPN's brand new NFL Power Rankings entering Week 3 now that Week 2 is in the books, finished by the Packers dominating the Lions in Monday Night Football. But Thursday Night Football is coming up on us, Panthers versus Texans. But before that game, I got to look at the Power Rankings and give my adjustments, my rankings, my thoughts, everything you want to hear. But before we get into it, question for those of you viewing, just want to hear from you guys. What's the next video you want me to do? No matter what the player, the topic is, comment down below and I'll see if I can get to it. But starting off on the list, number 1, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Is there any surprise here? They are the reigning Super Bowl champs. They're 2-0. Tom Brady's thrown 9 touchdowns. He's not aging. It's not that big of a surprise. Now, there's a couple teams like the Rams, like the Chiefs, like the other guys on here you can maybe switch them with, but I think a lot of people agree as of right now the Bucs hold the crown. Rams are at number 2 and the Chiefs are at number 3, even though the Chiefs lost to the Baltimore Ravens. My thoughts on this are, yes, the Rams I think should be number 2. They're the hottest team in football as of right now, are one of. Matthew Stafford came over the Colts, even though they had to have a somewhat 2-minute drive to win the football game. You know, the Colts still had a second chance, and they actually had the chance for a 2-minute drive, but still, when the Rams needed Stafford to step up and put a drive together, he was able to do it, and that's what the Rams need. They got the rest: Aaron Donald, Cooper Kupp, Jalen Ramsey. Stafford being there now, they do look like the second best, possibly the best team in the NFL. Chiefs, I'm actually kind of a fan of them still being at number 3. I do understand that the Ravens beat them, but are we really going to act like this powerhouse isn't one of the best teams in the NFL? If you want to put them at 4, maybe 5, fine, but come on, it's Mahomes, Tyrann Mathieu, Frank Clark, Chris Jones, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce. Even though they lost, we all know they seemed like the better team. Lamar had a heck of a game, but if it weren't for that fumble, the Chiefs, they come away with that win. So I'm okay with these so far. Niners at 4. I guess I can't knock it too much. I don't really have a team in my mind that I would put in front of them. You know, the Bills are right there, Seahawks right there, but I'm fine with the Niners at 4. They've proven to win game in and game out. I still want to see them play a little bit of tougher competition, and when they play Monday Night Football versus, or I believe Sunday Night Football, against the Packers, this will be a big table-turning game for either the Niners. They're going to go from 4 to maybe 1 or 2 if they could take down Aaron Rodgers, or the Packers, they're going to go from wherever they are on this list to maybe 2, 3, 4, 5. This I'm okay with for now, but this is definitely going to fluctuate after this week. Bills at 5. I'm cool with this one. They rebounded after the loss to the Steelers, and they destroyed Miami 35-0. This sounds about right. I knew Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs. I still believe in them. Their pass rush is getting there. The rookies are getting there. Emmanuel Sanders, a good addition. Cole Beasley, Devin Singletary's kind of helping the run game. It's still a little uncertain, but Bills rebounded, and they deserve to be in the top 10. Seahawks at 6. That's about right. I would personally put the Cardinals over them at least this second. At this very moment, I would put the Cardinals in front of them just based on the record, based on the performance of Kyler Murray. You know, everyone's comparing, and I'm one of them. I'm guilty of this as well. I'm not trying to get out of this, but everyone says Kyler Murray is Russell Wilson-esque. You know, I don't want to say Walmart version of Russell Wilson, but he's just Russell Wilson, but a little worse is kind of the comparison. You know, he's got Russell Wilson tangibles, but he doesn't have that maturity, experience, and just overall game in, game out type of talent just yet. But yet to that, Kyler Murray's playing better than Russell Wilson as of right now, arguably. You know, he's got 400 passing yards last game. Russell Wilson's had his handful of those before, but Arizona's beat 2 good teams. They beat the Titans. The Seahawks didn't. You know, you can always do that tree and triangle of, well, this team beat them, and they beat them, and they beat them, so that means they're better than them. You can do that triangle all day, and obviously it doesn't mean that much. But in this small one, I got to give the kudos to the Cardinals, and I would personally say they are over the Seahawks as of this moment. A.J. Green, D-Hop, Christian Kirk, Rondell Moore. That's a good supporting cast in that receiving group. Chandler Jones is back. J.J. Watt is there. Byron Murphy helping out Budda Baker. Cardinals looking legit. I would flip-flop them with the Seahawks. 8 Browns. That's about right for me. They got one of the best rosters in the NFL, but injuries are kind of holding them back ever so slightly. OBJ is still yet to come back. Jarvis Landry just went out with an injury in their defense. While the on-paper talent is there, I still think it needs a little more time to gel. Baltimore Ravens at 9. I think that's about right as well. I am curious how they will be when they play Cleveland, how those two will match up. But as of right now, Lamar, I could see this team going up and down quickly, whether it be due to them losing a game or so because they just don't have the depth. They don't have the star power they initially wanted or intended to have, such as losing Marcus Peters and losing J.K. Dobbins. If you don't live under a rock, obviously you know about that. But like you see right here, Rashad Bateman's going to be back in time eventually. Maybe they'll move up. But 9 fits time for now. Raiders, this is kind of a 10 or a surprise. At number 10, A couple other teams you may want to switch them, the Packers, the Steelers, but I think the Raiders are about right. I would personally say the Packers might be better than them. It's Aaron Rodgers. Derek Carr is playing like Aaron Rodgers right now, but him playing at that level week in and week out, I'm not sure. He's beat two legit teams, two playoff teams, the Ravens and the Steelers. So kudos to them, and I'm fine with them being at 10, but I am curious how long they will be here. Darren Waller, Derek Carr, John Gruden, Hunter Renfrow, Max Crosby, Yannick Ngakoue. This team looks like they can win. This team looks like they can be a playoff team. Packers, I think they're going to be in the top 10 very, very soon. No complaints there. They destroyed the Lions. Like I said, you can maybe switch them with the Raiders or a couple other teams, maybe the Ravens if you want, but I'm not going to be too picky about it. Steelers at 12. I mean, who else you got here? Cowboys, Broncos, Panthers. Yeah, I would say the Steelers are about right. Personally, I would move up the Panthers a spot or two. I'd possibly move them to 13 above the Cowboys. I mean, Sam Darnold's looking good. McCaffrey, DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, Terrace Marshall. It's a good receiving unit. The defense is on fire. Brian Burns, Hassan Reddick, Derek Brown. That pass rush is one of the better ones in the NFL. And athletic Dante Jackson, Jeremy Chin, and J.C. Horn in the secondary. With A.J. Boye coming back, I don't know if the Panthers are going to be a ball-out team where they finish 14-3, but can they get 11-6, 10-7, make the playoffs and be sneaky? 100%, and that's why I would bump them up a couple spots. Denver, Colin Cowherd labeled them today Steady Teddy because they are steadily cruising through. They haven't played too much competition. Giants and who they played so far? Who was it they just played? The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence. The next week play the Jets. So they're probably going to go 3-0, but it's a shaky 3-0. So we'll see. I'm fine with that for now, but still just a little bit of question mark around them, and that's why they're fairly ranked at 14. Tennessee Titans, New Orleans Saints, Chargers. This is a mix-up. I believe the Chargers are better than their rank. I don't think they're the 18th best team in the league. I would say they're probably top 15. I think they beat themselves last week against Dallas. The refs didn't help. I hate the refs argument, but that was some bad calls. I usually am fully against the refs call or fully against the claim of the refs cost the game, but that was one of the few instances I was like, wow, this probably should have gone the other way. But Titans, they look like them normal selves with their defense. They're a little questionable, so I may want to hold them back a spot. Maybe flip them, and the Chargers would kind of satisfy me. Saints, them being in the late teens is about right best off that week 2 performance. And this is exactly why I don't think the Panthers should be at 15. You tell me they should be 2 spots away from the Saints after they just crapped on them? Come on. Patriots 19, I think they should be a little higher. I'm glad to see them above actually, Patriots about right because they haven't proven too much yet. But I am glad they're above Miami. I think they are the better team. I think they just got caught off guard week 1, having Mac Jones, having the bad fumble. I think they're the better team. Eagles at 21. That's fair. I mean, I'm not going to complain about it too much. Right above Washington. I'm curious when they play, how that will turn out. I'm pretty sure Washington doesn't play them until like week 14 or 15 or 16. Washington's last 5 games are all divisional games. I want to say it's something like Cowboys, Eagles, Giants. So we won't see them play for a while. But I love Jalen Hurts. I'm questionable about the whole Eagles team. Jalen Hurts' career record is 2-4, but I do like the guy, and I'm cool with them being over Washington, especially with them having so many question marks with Taylor Heineke. It's fun to watch, but still, what is he? We don't know. Colts, this poor goddamn team can't catch a break. I love Carson Wentz, but 23 is looking about right when they just can't keep him healthy, or when he can't stay healthy, and they're losing Paris Campbell and T.Y. Hilton. They just can't keep everyone healthy, and therefore that's okay. Vikings at 26, I would put them a little higher. I think they're better than the record is. I think they should have beat the Bengals. I think they are better than the Bears. They got a great linebacker in Eric Kendricks. They got a great linebacker duo in Eric Kendricks and Anthony Barr. I like Daniil Hunter, Jay Jettis, Adam Thielen, Dalvin Cook. Kirk Cousins is viable. I think they're better than their status or ranking shows on here. I think they're better than both the Bears and the Bengals, record or not. Who would have thought? Even though this is still the fifth ranked worst team in football, I think we all expected them to be dead last of the last and not even close. So kudos to them. But with them having Davis Mills come in due to Tyrod Taylor, they're going to fall on this list quick. New York Giants, I think they have talent. Adoree Jackson, James Bradbury, Leonard Williams, Blake Martinez, Lorenzo Carter, Dexter Lawrence, Kenny Galladay, Darius Slayton, Sterling Shepard, Saquon Barkley. But the offensive line and the quarterback is an issue, and therefore 28 is all right. I think they can move a couple spots until they actually get some wins. Fair. Falcons, fair. Lions, fair. Sad to see the Jaguars struggling. I'm a huge Trevor Lawrence fan. I like the Jaguars. I'm not a bandwagon or I'm a fan of them, but I do like them. If it's a random occasion, any given Sunday, and they're playing someone, I'm probably going to be rooting for the Jaguars is the way I put it. I wish they were doing a little better, but they have not shown to be better than 31. And the New York Jets at 32. Gary Vaynerchuk, if you're watching this, I am sorry to see that. But based off those 4 interceptions last week, what would you say? Maybe if this team had, a healthier defense to really back them up, just a little more reps, just a little more experience, they could turn things around and pull off 4, 5, 6, 7 wins in this season if the circumstances are different. Due to the injuries and due to the rookies' struggles, I'm seeing 2-15 possibly. But let me know what you guys think. It's just kind of a fun video for me to talk about. Do you agree, disagree, and again, what video do you want to see next? Thanks for watching, guys. 2 minutes.